You know what's really helpful? When you get a clear message of love and support from your highest self. Sometimes they're not really easy to hear, and so I'm here to try to help you and try to guide you towards hearing your inner voice with these cards. And so I'm going to go through all the signs, and I want you to find the sign that relates to you. Ready? Okay, let's go. We're going to start with Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Breathe deeply, Sagittarius. Take a breath. Again, you are being asked to take this moment to pause. All right, you're needing to readjust yourself, recalibrate yourself. So take a deep breath and inhale good and exhale whatever is challenging you, so that you can find the answer, so you can find the way out, so you could find your next move. But the best way to do that is if you release and let yourself just be present in the moment and give yourself some oxygen, and that will also bring you some clarity. Unplug. Whatever you are attaching yourself to, whatever you're checking on a daily basis, whatever you're looking into every day, it is time to unplug from that. Right now, in this moment, if you're seeing this message, you're being asked to take a breather, to unplug from what's got you riled up, to take a step back. Sometimes what's actually giving you that feeling of feeling riled up or feeling anxious is the fact that you have a lot that you need to get off of your chest, and you're sort of keeping yourself busy, and you're keeping yourself preoccupied, and you're keeping yourself distracted, and you're not actually dealing with what you're feeling. So when you unplug from the distractions, all you're left with is yourself, and that's what you're being asked to do. Capricorn. Aquarius. You can't please everyone. Ain't that the truth? Okay, Aquarius? You're gonna have to step on some toes, but you gotta realize that you're not going out of your way to step on people's toes. They're like right in your path. And the only way you're gonna get them to move is by being clear, by being blunt. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be rude. And you definitely don't have to feel like it's your responsibility to help other people feel happy. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing to help yourself grow spiritually, to grow in your connection with spirit, and also to obtain the happiness and the joy that you need for your own life. You're not responsible for anybody else. So you can't please everyone, no matter how hard you try. And the more you try to please everyone, the more you're going to fail, because it is not your responsibility. Aquarius. Stop comparing. Cut it out. Cut it out. Even two apples aren't the same. Even two identical apples from the same tree are not the same. Stop comparing. Stop comparing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are a completely different person with a completely different roadmap, with a completely different, what you need to be focusing your energy on is what it is that you need to do. How do you need to shift? What is it that you're being called to do that you're feeling like this is the way of success, so I've always done it this way? Maybe it's time for you to lean into a different type of energy and not your logic so much. Maybe it's time to focus on your intuition. What are you being called to do? What are you being called to present? What are you being called to spend more time in? Not logic. Not logic right now, because logic is making you feel like, well, if I do this and they do this and they're having this response, I should have that response too. And no, because you're a different person than the other person. You can't compare yourself. You are a beautiful, shining light. And it could be the sun, it can be a light bulb, it can be a flashlight, it can be a candle. They all provide light in different ways, and they require different types of energy sources in order to shine. Figure out where your energy source is and use that to help you shine. Oh, Aries, ask for help. Call in your guides. Call in a favor. Call it in. You are needing some help right now. And that might be why you might be in a phase of overthinking. That might be why you're feeling kind of stuck. Call for help. Ask for help. It does not mean that you are incapable. As a matter of fact, it requires a shit ton of strength to be able to say, I need help. So that's what you need to do right now, Aries, in order to push past this plateau, or to at least tumble down that barrier that's in front of you, is to ask for help. You're not asking for help. You're not admitting you need it. And so therefore you're not getting it. And you're just sort of spinning your wheels in mud right now. You're not getting anywhere. Be gentle with yourself, Taurus. Be gentle with yourself. You are too hard on yourself. There are so many things you just did not know about that you're learning about now. Learning about yourself, learning about your environment, your work environment, learning about your home environment, learning about your triggers and your shadows and your ancestors and everything. You're learning so much. So be gentle with yourself. Take the time to give yourself the room, give yourself the grace, give yourself a pat on the back. Be gentle with yourself. Pretend like you are, you know what it is? It's related to your inner child. You wouldn't talk to your inner child the way you talk to your adult self. So just imagine yourself being a child right now. That's what you need to do. And be gentle with her. Be gentle with him. That's what you're needing to do right now, Taurus. Reconsider your commitments. Whatever you're saying yes to all the time, you probably should start saying no to. Whatever you're saying no to all the time, you probably should start saying yes to. You're needing to reprioritize. That's what I'm looking for. You're needing to reprioritize your life right now. There are things that you have said yes to that's really not serving you anymore, and you don't feel good about it, and it feels like a burden. It feels like a burden. You probably should start saying no, because when things are becoming a burden, you keep doing it. You actually fuel the fire of resentment by doing things that you don't want to do anymore, and you're not saying so. So you need to just be clear about what you want for yourself, and also be honest about what's helping you and what's harming you right now. Okay, Gemini? You are healing, Cancer. You are healing. Healing is not a linear process. It's like this. Just like everything else, it's this cycle, and you feel like you've made it, and oh my God, I'm back here again. And so Cancer is being reminded right now that you are healing, that you are better than yesterday, and you are better than last week, and you're better than last month, and you're better than last year, and you're better than 10 years ago. You are healing. It might not seem like it because it might feel like the same fucking issues. It is not the same issues, because your mentality, the way you respond emotionally, the way you communicate your needs and your experiences is so much different than it was before. You are healing. Keep going. I'm so proud of you, Cancer. Slow down. slow down. Slow down. Okay, Leo, slow down. Where are you running to? What is your rush? What's going to happen if you slow down? Absolutely nothing. At some point, we all have to pump the brakes. And right now, you're being told to pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes in what you're thinking right now. Pump the brakes on what you're feeling right now. Pump the brakes on what you are expecting of yourself and of others right now. Pump the brakes on everything that is causing you distress. The faster you go, the faster and easier you can spin out. And we're not trying to spin out right now during Sagittarius season, or any season for that matter. We're not trying to spin out right now. And the way you can avoid that is by slowing down. So that way you can get a chance to catch up with yourself, because you've gone so far. It's like, where are you running to? And who are you running from? Leo. Virgo. This one's calling me. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. This can be like what you actually need. This can be in what you actually feel. This can be in your need for clarity. This can be in your need for companionship. Tell the truth. You don't have to have the answers. You don't have to know everything. Maybe you just need to admit that you don't know everything. Maybe you need to admit that something is really bothering you. Maybe you need to tell someone to fuck the fuck off, right? Maybe you need to tell someone to come a little closer. I need a hug. Whatever it is, tell the truth. Let your word be your bond. Let your word stand for something, and let your word stand up for you. No one is coming to speak up for you right now, Virgo. No one's going to do that. You have to do that for yourself. All right? Nah, this isn't it. Libra. This is it. Confidence. Woo, child. confidence. See, the thing is, a peacock is a great example because a peacock has all these amazing colors, right, on its feathers. But we don't really know how, like, it kind of has to show off to kind of look like it's confident. But confidence is not something that you put on. Confidence is not something that you can wear. Confidence is not something that you look like. Confidence is something that you be like. Confidence is something that you walk like, that you talk like. Confidence. Confidence. Figure out what it is that you are feeling like you are confident in and be bold with it. Be stronger with it. Become harder with it. You have confidence in things and you're sort of playing small right now. For what and for why? And for what and for why? Let's see what this card is that just fell. Probably is for you. And dance. Maybe you're really a good dancer. Maybe you're really good at dancing, but maybe you just need to move at your own pace, move at your own tempo. Okay, and be confident at the same time, right? Be confident about your own pace. Be confident about what you like to do that gives you joy. Be confident about that. Okay, Libra? Offer your love. Oof. Not your criticism, not your bluntness. Right now, Scorpio, offer your love. You have so much. It is so deep. You're a very emotional sign. We all know that. We're very passionate people. So offer more of that love. Some people really need it in your circle. Some people really need it in your environment. You really need it too. Because when you give it to people and you give it freely, it gets them right in their soft spot. It gets them right in their soft spot. So when you give your love to people, it gets them right where they need it. And then when they feel that, they can flourish. And when they flourish, guess what? You do too. Okay, Scorpio?